Hey there, Dimitri from Total Physical Therapy, total-pt.com. We're going to talk about the best back exercise you haven't done yet, or you should have done yesterday. Very simple. If you sit for a living, if you travel for a living, chances are you bend more than you arch. So again, if we're sitting down, we are slouching. If we're driving, we're slouching. If we're sitting at our desks, we're slouching. If we're traveling in a plane, we're sitting down. So we sit a lot more than we stand. At the same time, we bend much more than we arch. So the easiest thing to do, and you could do this all day, every day, is do a press up. So you lie down, you press up, and you go down. Relax your hips. Let the weight of the hips sag and stretch for you. Don't squeeze your butt cheeks. Don't lift up. Let the weight of the hips keep you down. And what some of you may see is, you may see that. And that means that you guys are too tight in the lower back. Ideally, it should be nice and flat at the table. So you do 10 repetitions. Relax everything but the arms. And then you move on. Real simple explanation for that. If you look at the spine, again, real quick drawing here. Here's a vertebra, and here's the disc in the middle. So the way I talk about things is, if you have a wet bar of soap between your hands and you do that, the bar of soap is going to slide out that way. And if you do that, the bar of soap is going to slide out that way. And what you need to understand is that this is the vertebrae above, vertebra below. Here's your disc. Ideally, if forces are equal, the nucleus stays in the middle. If this is your head and you're bending forward, the nucleus is going to slide out the back. If you're arching your back, there's your nose, there's your hair. If you arch your back, the disc is going to go forward. Now, we bend on an average 300 to 1 compared to extension. There are a bunch of studies made that the average person with that back pain bends 3,000 to 5,000 times a day. They arch 60 to 90 times a day. That's a 300 to 1 ratio. So at the end of the day, that disc is not going to be in the middle. It's going to be behind you. Now here's the big answer here. All of your neural structures, your spinal cord, your nerve roots that go down to the legs, that go down to the arms, are behind the disc, not in front. So the more we bend, the more we sit, the more that nucleus is going to slide out. How do we get it forward? Reverse. Arch your back, not bend your back. Now, there are a lot of issues that can create complications with this, and that would be if you have a acute herniated disc. There could be other issues. So the way I tell folks to do this is, you can do the press-ups. I wouldn't do them before 12 noon or until you've been up for a couple hours. And I would not do them if you are worse as a result. Sometimes there's going to be stiffness and tightness in the back as you go to end range. But when you're done, you should be no worse or better. If you find that these press-ups are irritating your back, obviously let us know or inquire further. But in general, if you don't have a back problem, this is the stretch you should have been doing yesterday and last year and last decade. The more you do this, the more you're going to prevent that nucleus coming out back, and the more you're going to keep it in the center of your spine, not where all the nervous structures that create pain are. All right, so real quick, one more time. All you're doing is lying down on the floor or a bench. Relax your hips. Press up. Press down. You can do these all day. It's only going to help you. Any issues, give us a call. total-pt.com. See you next time.